Marking 1 year since Moscow's invasion of Kyiv, the United Nations voted overwhelmingly to demand Russia immediately and unconditionally withdraws its troops from Ukraine. Ukraine under strong backing in a non-binding vote where 141 member countries voiced support for the resolution. 7 opposed it, while 32, including China and India, abstained. The vote was slightly below the highest vote for the 5 previous resolutions approved by the United Nations since Russia sent troops across the border into Ukraine on the 24th of February 2022. The resolution reaffirmed support for Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity, rejecting any Russian claims to the parts of the country it occupies. It also calls for war crimes perpetrators to face international prosecution, though United Nations resolutions are not legally binding, unlike Security Council resolutions, but they serve as a barometer of world opinion.
Today's vote was really historic. You saw 1 year after Russia's illegal, unprovoked, full-scale invasion into Ukraine, where the countries of the world stand. We showed where we stand with Ukraine. The vote was clear. 141 countries voted to uplift and uphold the UN Charter. Only 7 countries voted against it.
After the United Nations vote, French Foreign Minister Catherine Colonna said the resolution bears witness to the strength of solidarity with Ukraine and that Russia is more isolated than ever.
Ce vote adresse à la Russie un signal clair. Son agression doit cesser et avec elle son cortège de morts, de destruction, d'exactions et ses conséquences négatives partout dans le monde.
But Russia dismissed the resolution, with its United Nations representative Vasily Nebenzia calling Ukraine neo-Nazi and accusing the West of sacrificing the country and the developing world in their desire to beat Russia. Russia has claimed that Ukraine is trying to invade Transnistria, which is Moldova's Moscow-backed separatist region. Russian Defense Ministry claimed that Ukrainian troops were massing at the border with Moldova's breakaway region. It is said that Russia's armed forces will respond to the impending provocation of the Ukrainian side in an adequate manner. Meanwhile, on the 1-year anniversary, US President Joe Biden will meet virtually with G7 leaders and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. The White House said the United States will announce sweeping new economic sanctions against Russia, those aiding its war effort and more support for Ukraine. Among specific targets of the sanctions will be banks and entities that helped Moscow evade the waves of sanctions already imposed in the wake of its February 24th, 2022 invasion. The war in Ukraine dragged into its 2nd year on Friday, with no end in sight to a conflict launched by Russia. The war has killed tens of thousands on both sides and has reduced entire cities to ruins, and its impact has been felt worldwide in higher food and fuel costs and rising inflation. And for more on this, our correspondent Susan Teherani has sent us this report from New York.
On the eve of the 1-year anniversary of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, 3/4 of UN member states endorsed a resolution calling for a just and lasting peace to the ongoing conflict. GA resolutions are non-binding and carry symbolic weight. However, unlike Security Council resolutions, Russia does not have veto power. The resolution calls on all parties to the conflict and the international community to seek to broker peace and for Russia to withdraw all of its troops from Ukraine. However, the text does not go into detail on how peace or peace negotiations might be achieved. Susan Teherani reporting from New York for WION World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.